In this episode, the guys visit Larry and Mark at Ptown Massage in Provincetown.
So, Larry, thanks for doing this today.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Hi, Denise.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, good.
Good. We're just going to check in a little about massage. And why don't you tell me when you started doing it? When you started doing massage?
Well, I started 21 years ago.
Wow.
I got my first massage, and I loved it. It was transformational.
We are talking to a lot of people that may not have a lot of knowledge around massage.
Yeah.
So you're going to be working with these 4 guys soon, so they'll get to see you do your work.
Right.
You know, a lot of people think, God, what is massage?
That's massage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a good question, and it continues to evolve.
Yeah.
And I was trained in Swedish massage, which is kind of like your primary massage in the U.S. It's very popular, and it's a very effective modality. And it's a modality in which the focus is about circulation and returning the blood towards the heart. And I did it primarily for like 15 years, did a form of Swedish and deep tissue, which a lot of people do.
Yeah.
And it's effective. Massage, in a very Western approach, it's about returning the blood back to the heart. So when you think about your body, your blood processing toxins, and it goes through what's called the lymph system. And the lymph system is a separate system, part of the circulatory, well, actually its own system, connected with blood. And what it does is it has its own channels that return back to the heart. But these channels have like these little stop gaps. And the only way to bring that lymph back is by either muscle movement, so if you're moving about, or by massage, which if you're moving it, so you're always bringing movement, and we'll probably show this in the rooms, you're bringing movement always back towards the heart. So lymph goes back into the heart, joins back into the blood, and the blood does its job again of supplying nutrients and back into the body.
I get it. So there's a reason that actually massage creates health. It's not just like, oh, I'm gonna go get rubbed and I feel better.
Well, and it's interesting because it's a lot of things for different people. It's whatever, in one sense, what do you want it to be? So on a very, scientific level, which is what I described, but there's also other levels. There's an emotional level, the need to be touched, the calming aspect of touch, and the psychological aspects. When we live in a world that is so fast, we're so fortunate here to live in Provincetown that it's a beautiful place. And we have the opportunity to slow down, to take a breath, to take in the beauty of everything that's around us. But people coming in here for a week, they are on, okay, I'm on. What do I do to be present? And so my job is, how do I create a space, an environment to bring this allowing of well-being?
I love hearing that.
Because we disallow our own well-being when you think about it. We're on the go, we got things to do, bang, 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 bang. How to bring about this? Take a breath. What's going on? And to be present with someone who can allow that process to happen. So a massage therapist is almost like a guide to allow yourself to be well.
What would you say to someone that's never had a massage?
A nice thing what I do for me, and I love massage, and I look at the person. Do they have what I want? Are they open? Are they, do they have do they look, well, for me, do they look like they're strong? Are they gonna poop out? Well, I'm a big guy. So, if I can have a little person, and I'm sure the person will mean well, but next thing you know, they're sweating, and you're like,
they bring somebody else in. Come on,
exactly, little tag team, and work on this guy. So, and there's that. But I kind of like see it. I meet somebody. Do I like them? Do I feel comfortable with them? And then feel free to ask questions. Kind of review. you know, saying like, you know, what do you offer?
Yeah.
You know, what can I expect? You know, and maybe bring some clarity onto, well, what do you want? So what I want to do is bring the focus down to your feet and just look at your feet, right? So you kind of see you have this position, you're kind of out here. And just for the purposes of this, and we kind of like do this in yoga, we bring like a Tadasana or a standing pose, exactly. And from here, beautiful, and let's spread your toes out as much as you can onto the ground.
They don't spread.
Yeah. Well, interesting, you know, when you think about our feet, we have them stuck in shoes. They're
They miss the summer,
and they just become like clubs.
Yeah,
right?
They miss the sand, because in the summertime in the sand, I walk the sand and it always relaxes the
Feels
feet a
good,
lot
right?
better.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So the reason I'm having you do this, because I'm then going to transfer this onto the table, and we're going to bring that same breath and consciousness in your body, and we're going to move with it. How's that sound to you?
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the room and let you undress. You can hang your stuff up in here, and we're going to start you on your back, okay? So your head's going to go that way, your feet are going to go this way. This is for your knees. And we're just going to bring some attention so you can kind of bring some comfortable focus on your body in a different way.
Nice.
And we'll have you feel good.
I know you will.
Right?
I'm just so looking forward to this.
Yeah. Nice.
I was so looking forward to it.
Yay.
All the Fridays, this was my favorite.
And I love that I know you, so,
Yeah,
you know,
that's
it's or a little bit. So that makes...
Massage has an intimacy to it
Absolutely.
that it takes a bit of trust, or not, but it's nice to have that kind of sense of being able to relate to something.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so what you
Yeah.
said makes a lot of sense to me. Massage is the manipulation of superficial and deeper layers of muscle and connective tissue. It's used to enhance function and aid in the healing process, as well as promote relaxation and well-being.
Denise and I have been working on opening the hips. There's a lot of emotion locked in my hips in the beginning.
I got some perfect stuff that we can do for that. Right now I'm kind of just getting an overall sense of your body. Just get an idea, you know, where you might be having resistance.
I'll be definitely scheduling something after this, that's for sure.
Nice.
This week is time to treat.
Well, you owe it to yourself too. I mean, your body's went through a lot of change.
So thank you. I think cover a lot of the details with them.
Yes, we will.
I'm going to be able to show anything else that you want to say?
Well, you know, the only thing that stands out is, you know, for myself as a therapist, I've been evolving in the last 6 years of moving from massage therapy and going towards body work.
Okay.
And for me, what it means, body work is about alignment. So I'm bringing my lifetime of study into how can I address the body in such a way to allow for that alignment. What can I do for pressure, touch, and movement to allow for greater alignment in the body and therefore greater vitality? I've been doing with him, I mean, visually, you know, how his body had taken up a position that became his default position, but from my viewpoint is out of alignment. And so it's an interesting process to bring about an alignment that allows Eric to be optimally in his body. It's just so beautiful to observe because I see it, and I also see, you know, the changes in you, you know, in how he's in his body and living in his body, and it's so intense. It's beautiful. It's just so beautiful.
So we're here today with Mark.
Hey.
Thanks for coming.
Glad to be here, Denise.
Yeah, so we talked a little bit with Larry, and we're just going to check in quickly with you. Massage, you've been doing this for a while.
About five years, so not as long as, you know.
Yeah.
But I love it.
You do?
I do it a lot, so.
Why do you like it?
I like the atmosphere. I mean, I love that peaceful, you know, like we are living in such a crazy world.
Yeah.
That to be in a room and also to share that with someone else It's a really nice experience.
Yeah.
Just that you connect.
In the massage.
Yeah, it's like connecting of
Yeah.
of people and energies and just that quiet time and
Yeah.
it's for them but I get a lot out of it too. Just being able to when you connect with someone. When I say connect, I mean like when you feel that they're feeling it and then they're opening up and letting it happen.
Yeah.
It's such a great feeling.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know if that's easy to understand, but
Yeah, well, it is. Well, actually, when you say it, I actually find myself kind of relaxing. So I know I'm trying to. I feel like like.
I do the Vulcan's
You
death
do,
grip,
right?
and then you just calm down.
I'm going right down. The word massage comes from the French, the friction of kneading, or from the Arabic, meaning to touch, feel, or handle, or from Latin, meaning mass or dough.
Yeah, I'm over stage fright.
I'm
I'm
sure.
over stage fright from filming after episode 2.
After the first one, you took your
No,
shirt off.
Oh my God, and it was on TV. I had it on at work.
I was like, those poor guys. I could never do that.
So I put it on at work. I didn't know it was going to be on. So here I am bartending at Bayside Betsy's with my huge, naked, fat body on the TV screen.
It was beautiful. Aunts are like, I'm thinking about my mom.
Okay.
And she's a wonderful person, but she doesn't understand it.
Yeah.
So like, I kind of have to force her. I would do this with my mother, not with a stranger.
I understand.
But once I get her, she just melts. So it's hard for me to tell like an aunt. I would just say just try everything you can.
Yeah.
But there's also you got people with different kind of ethics and the old school way, and it's just like. But I've never met a person that wasn't sure, or it was kind of like I call them massage virgins, that has ever left and said I didn't like that. I would like everyone to try it because it's not just a luxury. To me, it's necessary. I'm just gonna concentrate on your head, neck, shoulder area. Try to open up some of that shoulder stuff.
Okay.
Do you have any injuries in that area, or is what's
I
going
just
on?
have I have had kind of chronic tightness in my left shoulder.
Okay.
I don't know if it's the shoulder blade, but like right in here. But
Normal area for people working out.
yeah,
All right, so I'll just stretch some of that out. And,
mostly just my left side.
all right.
Massage involves acting on and manipulating the body with pressure, structured and unstructured. Target tissues may include muscles, tendons, ligaments, fascia, skin, joints, or other connective tissue, as well as lymphatic vessels or organs of the gastrointestinal system.
That was
walk out with a
awesome.
cigarette.
That's great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll be back. Feels good. Wow.
You guys need it.
Stress in some places, I guess.
Your body.
Yeah.
Just what I needed. Just what I needed. Completely.
You got time on Sunday, seriously.
It's amazing.
I wanted
right?
more time.
I know, I'm sorry.
Watch dozens more videos like this one over a very wide range of topics online anytime at outermostmedia.com.